This is a story called The Day Anne-Marie Went to the House. It will be coming out in an anthology called Survivor in February of 2018, I believe. And it is set in the town I grew up with, which is called Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and it is not in the mountains, and there are no rocks. It is near the Great Dismal Swamp, and it is great, and it is dismal. And if there is a town, bright center of the universe, this town is the town it's farthest from. And I said it in what I thought was a post-apocalyptic-ish future, and then I went back to Rocky Mount for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, whoa, closer than I thought. There are 5 kids who are living homeless in an abandoned tobacco barn. I'm going to start somewhere into the action. The important thing is there's a girl named Anne-Marie who always thinks of herself in the third person, and she found a man in a trap that they'd set for meat, and everybody else came back and they captured him and they tied him to a ladder, and he's a strange man and he seems mysterious, and it's not super relevant, but yes, all these kids are white, but you know, it'll come up. So, Wayne fried up some fries. Loretta went through Ephraim's coat pockets. Anne-Marie cut up the clothesline and helped Kyle tie him up. They propped him standing against the ladder up to the loft, that being the most stationary thing inside the barn. Kyle made the ropes tight. Anne-Marie could see the nylon biting into Ephraim's wrists, making pale bracelets in his reddish skin. The prisoner twisted his shoulders to accommodate the ladder's rungs. Anne-Marie caught a glimpse of the chain under his long hair. Kyle hadn't seen it yet. Kyle was fixing up his knots in his best Explorer Scout manner. Laurel was supposed to be helping. Instead, she stomped around the room, her red leatherette boots crashing like a bass drum. She posed with Ephraim's gun, tossing her dyed orange hair like one of the girls in Wayne's comics. "This gun is ancient," she said, aiming at nothing in particular. "It has got to be 100 years old." "That's a World War II German Luger," said Ephraim. He relaxed into his bonds like he was tied up often enough. "It is 100 years old." Kyle took the man's wallet and handed it to Anne-Marie. "Check for loot, bird," he said. She took the wallet and sat on the floor next to Loretta. Loretta put the coat over her head like a tent. "Can I have?" "Don't shoot." "Ah! Can I have?"
Say the thing in my car.
A Nazi pistol. Laurel thumbed the safety on the Luger. "Must be hard to come by." "If you let me go, you can have it," Ephraim said. "Got it now, don't I?" Laurel flashed him a sparkling grin. She strode over to the squirming prisoner, bangles crashing, hair swinging, boots thudding on the wooden floor. She lifted the gun to his temple and clicked the safety off. "What kind of ammo does it use?" "Laurel," said Kyle. "Standard," said Ephraim calmly. 9mm. Anne-Marie saw that you'd stopped breathing, though. "I can get that, Laurel," said Kyle, meaning give me the damn gun, Laurel. To Anne-Marie's surprise, Laurel handed it over. "Good," she said. "We can get 9mm. Easy." Laurel stomped over to Anne-Marie and Loretta. Both Kyle and the stranger exhaled. "What's he got?" Anne-Marie asked Kyle. Anne-Marie opened the wallet. "Data cards." The leatherette case was filled with the small blank plastic rectangles. No ID, no credit shit, nothing. "That it?" "Yes." "So where's your palm top, Jew boy?" "Downtown," said Ephraim. His quiet tone didn't change, but he started to smirk. "Your local Afro law enforcement thought they could find a use for it." Loretta's jaw dropped. "You were in Afritown." "I got off at the wrong station." "I'll say," said Wayne. "And you shot your way out." Kyle put the safety back on the gun. He looked impressed. "Bribed them with the palm tot," said Laurel, sounding like he'd done it specifically to keep it from her. "They let me go," said Ephraim. "Shit," said Wayne. "They did not." "Shit," said Loretta. "Don't say shit," said Anne-Marie automatically. "They did," said Ephraim. "One of them did anyway. They were trading me to the regular police, and this old guy was driving me to Fountain Correctional. He let me go, figuring I was in for a rough time. He gave me the Luger, left the van unlocked, and here I am, wherever here is." "You're just a mile from Battleboro Station, 10 up the tracks from Golden Leaf Mall," said Laurel. Anne-Marie pulled a blue cardboard rectangle from the coats in her pocket. Train ticket, she said. First class Palmetto, Charleston to Rocky Mount, Meteor, Rocky Mount to Union Station, DC Metro. What's first class? It means he's rich, said Laurel. Please, said Ephraim, I need to go to DC. A mist drew itself through Anne-Marie's head. He needed to go to DC. Of course. Yes, that was important. If she could just get Kyle to let him go, if she could get them outside, she could cut him down herself. The wind was throbbing in her ears. Don't you see? I don't want to hurt any of you. You're all just kids. Crack. The spell broke. Laurel stood over Ephraim with her hand raised. Fucking telepath. She ground the words through her teeth. I'm going to whack the piss out of you. She hit him again like she meant it. Actually, Ephraim began. Shut up, you. She hit him another one, but good this time. Kyle, give me the gun. You are not shooting him. The hell I'm not, she said. He's like one of those special cops who mess with our heads. I am not a cop, Ephraim said. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I'm sorry. Give me the gun, Kyle. No, said Kyle. He's doing it to you. Want to play his game? Kyle chewed on his lower lip. It's not right to shoot a man tied up in your living room. Why don't you just shoot me, Kyle, Laurel yelled. It's what he wants. If we all shoot each other, he'd be stuck tied to that ladder, said Loretta. Everyone was silent. For a moment, you could hear the grease still popping in the pan of oil on the stove downstairs. A mind cop wouldn't bother with telepathy. He wouldn't need to, said the stranger. He'd just teak that gun back. Or if he was real good, he'd just teak the trigger and blow a hole in your side. Some of them wouldn't even need a gun to kill you. I'm not even a strong telepath. I just know some stuff. Can we eat, please? Asked Loretta. I think the fries are burning. Anne-Marie said Laurel get the plates. She flung herself out the door, snatching the water can on the way out. A trail of cold air hovered in the room after the door banged shut. Thanks, said Ephraim. Don't, said Kyle, turning away. Fucking sigh. The whole world sucks because of people like you. Ephraim's smile disappeared. Yeah, kid, I know.